The NBA Math Trade Deadline Primer with Coach Spins moves to the city of brotherly love, taking a look at the Philadelphia 76ers. The franchise is clearly built to sit upon the shoulders of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid for the next several years. That may also include rookie point guard Markelle Fultz. With Simmons and Embiid already playing an all-star caliber, it makes sense that the Sixers want to rush their timeline a little bit and get into the postseason this year. Embiid may already be one of the best centers in the league, and Ben Simmons is an elite passer no matter what his position might be. While the Sixers would clearly benefit from a postseason appearance and what that does to their young roster, it's important to note that they are not yet contenders for an NBA championship. Giving up tangible long-term assets in order to chase an 8 seed is always a cause that is worth being weary about. Because of that, the Sixers are somewhat difficult to predict at the trade deadline. One of the benefits of having a younger team with many players on rookie contracts is that there tends to be less money that goes towards player salaries. The Sixers are also flush with incoming second-round picks from other teams in the future. A quick glance shows that they're going to have about $30 million in cap space this coming summer. That figure is a little bit misleading though, mainly because of the structure of J.J. Redick's current contract with the Sixers. By signing J.J. to a one-year contract this summer, they did not acquire his bird rights, meaning they cannot be over the cap and still re-sign him. Redick's outside shooting has made him the perfect fit alongside this rebuilding Sixers team. It's likely the Sixers re-sign him this summer, and that eats into their long-term cap space. With no marquee wings on the free agent market, it seems like letting Redick go would be a huge mistake. If the Sixers do want to add another star to their roster, the best way to do so would be via trade at the deadline. Some of the players that could be available to them include point guard George Hill, swingman Wesley Matthews of the Dallas Mavericks, or even the long-term deal of Evan Fournier from the Orlando Magic. In order to make a trade like this work, the Sixers would probably have to send some combination of two of these three players as well as draft picks. The difficulty comes in finding a team willing to take on the $8.5 million owed to Jared Bayless next season. Bayless has been a disaster for the Sixers this season and nearly a walking turnover. However, if the Sixers are serious about adding another key player and not just a short-term rental, they may also have to include one of their better younger prospects. A lot of teams would love to get their hands on swingman Dario Saric, a diverse offensive playmaker who can score the ball on the inside, is a great passer, and has some range from three-point territory. Saric is one player who might be deemed expendable because of the resurgence of Ben Simmons. Other names include lanky wing Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot, who has done a great job filling in J.J. Redick's absence when he's been injured this season. Luwawu-Cabarrot is a very good scorer in his own right and has a high upside as a 3-and-D wing. Another player to watch would be Justin Anderson. He's proven to be a versatile wing, a good outside shooter, and a player that plays very hard on the defensive end. Even if the Sixers don't make an aggressive move at this trade deadline, it is worth noting that they still have an open roster spot. This means there could be movement on the Sixers roster even after the trade deadline and into March.